called Game Over.
Right. Here you go.
When I was 13, I gave my life to Christ. And I was living my life fully in a way that I knew to be right. Oh, I was so naive. And then when I was 15, I made a vow of purity and I was released into prophetic ministry. Oh, we flourishing now, the Holy Spirit living in me. But then when I was 17, my life was brutally taken. In the back of a Buick, oh God, I never felt more forsaken. And in that very moment, I knew exactly how it felt to die. I was dead, and you don't even know the amount of energy that it took just for me to get out of my bed. I was suffering in silence for 2 years straight silence, and I was enduring the violence, the war going on inside of my head, going back and forth, wondering, God, what did I do wrong? Why couldn't I be normal? Why couldn't I belong? I was getting high just to forget exactly what he did to me, but I was so high that I forgot about your love, your grace, and your mercy, and the plan that you had for me. And at the age of 19, I was finally able to say it. He raped me, but I wouldn't let it overtake me. So I was going down the road of healing and reconstruction, but then when I was 21, a distraction came and I went down the road of destruction. I was going down the yellow brick road trying to find the great Wizard of Oz. Yeah, the great OZ. He was a great wizard, all right. He was only here to fool me. With all his magic and his smoke screens, I was blinded and I was not able to see that soon he would leave me alone to lay in that hospital bed, and again I was dead. The doctor told me that your baby is stuck in your tubes. God, again I lose. And then here comes my low self-esteem. I got this perfectly shaped body and it just don't work right. I was forced into abortion. God, I can't sleep at night. So I decided to put my hands on my own fate. And I tried to self-medicate, and my medicine of choice was men. I kept placing myself into the lion's den until I became completely devoured. Blackout. I had lost all power. And again, I was feeling like I was 17. And no, I ain't talking about the magazine. I was raped again. How could I get killed twice? Double homicide. Or maybe it was suicide. Now, that's what I wanted to do because of how I felt. 21. But, see, I still didn't win. But look at the cards that I was dealt. Or maybe it was what I picked up because I kept on saying hit me, making deals with the devil, and then like a ton of bricks, that's when it finally hit me. I was doing things in vain, doing things in my own name that I didn't even recognize the game. I thought I was playing blackjack, but really we were playing poker. God was setting me up with a full house with no jokers. And it was time for me to flip my last card over. And that last card reflects me. It's a queen. Romans 8:28. All things work together for the good of those who love him. It was my fate. It was my testimony. My testimony. He wins. Game over.
Wow. Amen.